Yes, yes, yes. Who's in the house? Yes, we have a lot to discuss today, people. A lot. Just 1 second. Yes, who is online? I hope you're good out there. I hope you're blessed. It's a wonderful day. It's a lovely Saturday for sure. Some important topics that we are going to be discussing today, people. No doubt. A very important topic. Let me just call on some. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Yes, yes, yes. Give me 2 minutes. I'm just preparing myself. Just getting myself ready. All right. Just one more, and then I will begin. All right, people. What's good out there? What is good? What is good? Some serious issues that we are going to be discussing. All right. Don't miss out. Don't forget to smash the like as well, people. Please. All right. Smash that like. It's going to be an interesting conversation today for sure. All right. One that we will all learn, you know, get educated, and hopefully finish the conversation in a positive manner. All right. So we are going to be doing this very, very soon. Coming. One, one, one. 1, 2. Yeah. What's up, LTCM? I hope you're blessed. I hope you're all good. Yeah, I'm waiting for some of you guys to come in now. Let's see. Oh, you can. Just 1 second, people. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. All right, guys. We're ready now. I know it's what 10 minutes. I apologize for that delay. But what I want to speak about is we are losing the true meaning. You know, that title means I believe that we are losing the true meaning of what Black Life Matters really stand for, you know, in my own humble opinion. So I will start off with I was watching some few things for the past few days, including today. I watched one video in particular with I'm not sure if some of you guys are aware of this lady. Her name is Katie Hopkins. She's a British, I think, journalist and some other stuff. Maybe a writer, you know. But anyway, regardless of her profession, she's known to be very vocal in speaking out on certain issues, right? So, so watching her, her trying to say that Black Life Matters should not be the case. Basically, that white life also matters, right? Now, other people have expressed similar views. And my take on this is I truly believe that some people are losing what this really means. They are confusing just the issue maybe to deal with George Floyd, possibly, has been killed, you know, or been oppressed, discriminated against, you know, and so on. But but the truth has to be told, right? That We all know if we were to choose a certain race right now, yeah, or culture that is being oppressed, right? Right this very instant, majority of people would, well, that is if they are being honest, right? Majority of people will say black people and also, the minorities, but mainly black people. Let's be honest, okay? Now, this is not to say about other people's lives does not matter, okay? So the narrative, is being twisted right now, because I just believe that some people understand it, but they want to pretend as if they don't understand it, right? And so, what I'm trying to say is, every person life matters because I'm a God believer, yeah, and also I am God fearing. But apart from that, I believe that everybody is God's children. But in this instance, we are talking about a race that has been oppressed since maybe time began. Who knows? But all I know is it's been centuries, right? Centuries. Let's be honest, okay? And that's still going on up to this day. So the question I will put out there, for those of you guys who come in soon or watch this video later, is how long should issues such as, the black race or the black culture or black people, how long should that be happening, and how long should people keep themselves quiet on such important matters? Let's remember, people are dying. So it's not just Judge Floyd and the countless others before him. Before then, same thing's been going on. I mean, I keep referencing Africa, but Africa is a very, very, very good reference point. Up to this day, their resources has been taken free of charge. They are oppressed, they're bullied, and so on. So, I mean, for people to actually say that black lives, does not matter, meaning, why people's lives matters, and the rest of society, we are losing the meaning, the true meaning of Black Lives Matters. Again, I would ask one question once more. The key question is, right now, in this very moment in history, if anybody can name me a race of people that has been oppressed, discriminated, against, and false, narratives being put towards them for many, many centuries up to this day. If anybody can name me a race that that is more than this, please let me know, because people need to realize that we shouldn't lose the meaning of what is going on and what has been going on for the past few centuries, right? The point is, there is a race that is being oppressed like there is no other. and it's been that way for many, many centuries. Discriminated against, whether it's for a job role or their resources, or putting false narratives, against them. So many reasons I can call. I mean, from slavery. Let's be real, okay? So, I want this live stream to be educational, okay? Because, sorry, because I really feel that people have to learn. There is there there are too many people that I'm hearing, on YouTube and different social platforms that are trying to make Black Lives Matters seem a bit like it's not necessary, like it's too much. To be quite honest with you, I think out of everything that we've been through, ancestors and everything up to now, this is not too much. In fact, this is we're being civilized, to march for our rights, to be vocal. We are being civilized because if the truth is to be told, we have lost count in how many people or how many black people have been killed, or you know or negative things has been done to them simply because of the color of the skin. Now, people, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jevitee Nation. I mean, I know that I am what's the term? I am actually, but I am an honest person, and if it's real topic and something that also concerns me, but it is real, and also the truth has to be told, then so be it. So be it, okay? Because we we truly have to be honest with ourselves, that the way some people are actually trying to make Black Lives Matters like almost it's a political movement, or like some thuggish behaviors, or some thuggish group that is negative. I just think that some people are clever to want to hate something that is real. That is real, because when I hear the terminologies that some of them use, like, well, such as other people's lives matters also, and also, it's not just black people's lives. I I just truly believe from my heart of hearts that people are losing the meaning and the essence. But some no. But some people tend to want to what's the word? Ignore, this real issue, concerning black people. And sorry, just 1 second. Yeah, so I truly believe that some people are losing, you know, um, the real truth, the real angle here of what is really going on. Okay, Um, Again, I understand it's a controversial topic, but if it's a topic that I believe again that affects dialogue, and just discuss it. We have to. That's the truth, right? We have to. So, I just feel that we should all think of the true meaning, concerning hashtag Black Lives Matters. We should really um, educate ourselves, really, Let's just educate ourselves because there's no point people just saying things on social media platforms, yeah, and it's the wrong information or it's misinformation. I mean, when I was watching Katie Hopkins, her video on YouTube. Now, I'm not trying to promote a video because it's just total negative, but just from the few words that she was saying, that that white people's um, lives matters also. I found it a bit offensive because is rhetoric and negative narrative such as that get people confused that some black people are saying that other people's lives does not matter. That is not what they are saying. You know, you know. Like I keep asking the question: which other race do we know of that such negative narratives, yeah, false narratives, has been put, on the heads for so many centuries? And remember, death, slavery, so on and so forth. Which race? So you know, um, um, um. So when I hear people talking, sorry about that. So when I hear people talking on social media platforms or YouTube concerning Black Lives Matters, in a negative way, because some of them will say that other people's lives matters, and I don't understand what's the confusion here, because like I'm putting forward, the question to to anyone out there. Sorry about that, guys. I'm using my phone for live stream, and there's phone call coming through. Wrong timing, right? Um. So where was I? Okay. I honestly believe, guys, that people need to know this, right? Some people have been conditioned so much that they really don't see black people's lives as anything that is that everybody knows what's been happening for the past years and centuries. We all know how black people is viewed. Now, all these false narratives has come from the Western world, England, America, etc. Let's be honest. Up till now, up to this very moment in time. So I do not understand why people are getting, or some people are getting things confused, right? When it comes to, people are saying that Black Lives Matters. Nobody is saying other people's lives does not matter. I just think some people are trying to make some excuses for not understanding the real issues here that's been going on. Like I said, I will say it again, right? Centuries. So this is way past, George Floyd, and and also the many others that's been well documented. This passes that. This is a deeper issue that people have to understand. So if I have to keep talking on this issue, then so be it, because each one teach one. Now, if there's anyone that is out there thinking, that I'm talking rubbish, let me know. Let's discuss, because because you know because as far as I am concerned, um, nobody can tell me of any other race that is being oppressed, discriminate, against, killed, up to now, and their resources from Africa being ripped apart, being taken free of charge. Now, let's be honest. You know, okay. One of the positive things that I got from some of the marches, right, is seeing a mixture of races and cultures. That was beautiful, because that is true rainbow nation. You know what Nelson Mandela speaks about. That is rainbow nation, right? So seeing people of different cultures marching, on behalf of Black Lives Matters, some people get it. Some people truly get it, because enough is enough, right? That we turn a blind eye. People are suffering, and some of the white people, they want to keep, black people, in the lower ladders, right? You know, of where they need to be, because that's how they view us, like the lowest of the lowest, you know. Now, most countries, that you go to, you would notice that some black people are treated, the same way, negatively, simply because of all these false narratives that's gone around for so many centuries, planted by, let's be honest, England, America, and the rest of the other Western countries. We know this. Let's be real. So I do not understand why some people really are finding it hard to understand the simple thing of Black Lives Matter. It's very simple. The facts are there for itself. Like I said, if maybe some people are thinking, right, that let's just say, for example, okay, all right, maybe you might have some arguments, because until we are inside the police officer's brain, we will never know. Okay, but so let's just take that for argument's sake and say, okay, maybe some of you guys are right. That's not proven. But one thing that we can say is, for certain black people, out of any other race in the whole world, yeah, against racism for centuries, right? Reference point I keep calling is Africa. Up to this day, they are being you know enslaved. They have no independence. Let's be honest, all right? So Every other people's lives matter. You know, let me keep stressing this. Every other people, cultures and race lives matters. Yeah, and that's including. If the truth is to be told, again, I will ask this question. Yeah, and I will challenge anybody out there. Name me any other race in the world that has been suppressed and killed and ripped off and slavery transferred from different countries. I mean, name me any other race that such negative narratives has been put towards them. Name me any other race. I would challenge anyone, because people need to understand that when the terminology, who was good, Chuck Norris, good to see you, man. Smash the like for me, brother. Russians, yes, but as in like bigger slavery, people that's died, slave ships, colonize any other country or continents here of so many people that has been kept down for so long up to this very day. As we speak right now, every country in Africa do not have their independence. Okay? So I'm just trying to say that every other people lives matters. I truly agree. But the black people's lives, yeah, it has come to a point where people have to stand up. And personally speaking, I respect all those people from different races, white, Indian, Chinese, whatever, right? That is going into these marches and voicing their opinions. I respect them because they understand what the issue is. But some people seem to be confusing it and thinking, well, every other people's lives matters. So therefore is not just. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Wait. What do you mean? Damage by who? Damage by who? We have to be honest. Okay. Now, that's a very good thing that you said there, right? Now, this is not Black Lives Matters, right? You will always get people. You will always get people that that want to do wrong. Yeah, smashing shops, cars, stealing as well. You'll always get people that want to take advantage. But the real movement, Black Lives Matters, majority of people, as you would agree, has been focused on the march only. All right. So those people that that are stealing, smashing shops and all that, that's nothing to do with Black Lives Matters. I'm sorry, nothing. And also we have to take into account, yeah. You know, um, like I said, name me a race that is being oppressed up to this day. And one thing you have to be sure of, yeah, Jack Norris, is name me any country in the world, yeah, continents like Africa that their resources has been taken free of charge. Any country. I invite you, any country. Their diamonds, So these are the things what it means by Black Lives Matters, because some of them will die, get killed, and people turn a blind eye. All right, Chuck Norris, what I will say to you is this, right? Some of what you're thinking is you have been conditioned to think that that Black lives, does not matter. You know, um, let's just say to to go with what you said earlier, yeah, about smashing cars and stealing in shops. Okay, let's just say, for argument's sake, yeah, that is the Black Lives Matters. Don't forget to smash the like, people. Smash that like button. Okay, so let's just say that it's Black Lives Matters, right? Now, I don't condone violence or anything like that, but I don't condone violence. I'm a believer of Martin Luther King. He was he took matters in a peaceful way, right? That is my character, but also that is Black Lives Matters, right? Peaceful protest. Those people that are being violent, they're taking opportunity to steal, and also they have personal issues. All right, so let's be real. They have personal issues. Okay, being violent and smashing shops down. These are from negative people. People that have personal issues. Okay, so I don't think it's anything to do with Black Lives Matters. People shouldn't hate the movement, because there's a serious issue that's been going on for centuries up to this very day. So I just think that we should take note and be educated. Let's educate ourselves. Okay. I've been watching quite, a lot of people on social media platforms or on YouTube. Some of them are getting this movement very confused, because they keep talking about every other people's lives matter, like like almost as if they are very angry with the slogan hashtag Black Lives Matters. People should not get upset with when people want to stand up for their rights that's been trampled with for so long, for so many centuries. People should not get upset. We all know what's been happening to some black people for many centuries now, right? Let's be honest. Let's really be honest. Chuck Norris, same as you, brother. Let's be honest. Let's be real. We all know how. Let's be honest. That's because of the false information that's been put out there time and time again. So the question I will ask you is, how long should black people take such false information that's been placed on top of their head, almost as if they are not humans? How long should that go on? In fact, I will switch it. I will ask you, how long should people how long should you take people keep making you suffer, suffer, and just suffer, and suffer and suffer. How long will you take that? Exactly, right? We all know the answer. Let's be honest. You know, here in Jevitee, this channel is about positive thinking, brother, right? Positive thoughts. So I'm all about people. I love people. Exactly, no one should. 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 100%. Me too. You know, um, I feel bad for the shopkeepers as well. Business owners. 100%, brother. 100%. I do feel sorry for them as well. Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. That that is why I'm trying to say these are negative people. Negative people with issues, personal issues. That is why they'll choose to do such negative things. Okay, and it's nothing to do with Black Lives Matters. I feel like they can cause even more hate towards themselves by making all these innocent people suffer. 100%. I truly, truly agree with that. Yeah, man. I agree with every word there, Chuck Norris. Every word. That is true. Unfortunately, they are bringing bad name, to Black Lives Matters, and they make people get upset, and then yeah. So I do agree with you 100%. I do. Okay, so wish it was peaceful movement, then it would have the right effects. Yeah, yeah. I mean, um, the thing is, Jack Norris, the movement, itself, you know, is peaceful because remember, this movement, has been there for some years now, right? And it's always been peaceful protest, always, always, always. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say, that some people, to cause damage to businesses, etc. All right. So yeah, so it's just one of those things that people will will always be people. So whether they're black, white, Indian, because I see some people, different races, trying to rob shops, trying to cause damage, black, white. I see them, and but because the movement is Black Lives Matters, Nice one, bro. Have a good barbecue, you know. Have a good one. Have a good munch. Enjoy, enjoy, all right? Peace out, man. Peace out. Bless. All right. Like LTCM says, you are speaking in general, but you have to remember deeper that these people are causing violence and destroying people's goods are mad, and you can't just generalize. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The unfortunate thing about how it's been taken now by some people, because I think they are confusing the real issue, or the real issues, because there are many many issues that is affecting black people, and some of the white people in the supremacy, they have to take responsibilities also, because they've always tried to suppress black people. Let's be honest. And again, people, the question I will put forward is, how long should this take place? How long should this continue? How long? That's the question I would ask. How long? Okay? Because they are, you know, there's a lot going on. Discrimination, suppressed, oppressed. Okay? So people have to understand. But then it really goes to show that, for me, when people don't understand, it really goes to show how much mind conditioning society have been in, and still are in. Because if for centuries, well, it's either that you're blind, or you don't want to know, or you are just ignorant. It's very simple. Very simple, really. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's not be upset or get angry at hashtag Black Lives Matters. It's nothing to be upset about. I truly believe, if we are truly human beings, we should support this movement, because it's about time, we speak up, and we fight for our rights. It's about time. And why not? What is wrong with that? So, I'm just saying that we have been, unfairly treated for so long now. For so long, okay? And I don't think it is right for us to keep our mouth shut, okay? An example. Like, as we speak right now, there are places in America, England, around the world, that black people are being suppressed. Oppressed. Right this very moment. Now, I understand other races too, but the false information that has been put out there up to this day concerning black people tend to affect black people, because people, from outside the community tend to, how you doing, brother? Good afternoon, man. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Much love every time. Yeah. Thank you, brother. What we are discussing, really, brother, I've seen a lot of people trying to make the Black Lives Matters movement seem a bit like like it's nothing. Many people, some of them, they are in the limelight, as in very important people, or very influential people. Okay, so this live is I just want to put some facts straight, and to educate as well, just to make people know that we are all God's children, and no race or culture should be, against, being looked down upon, and also their resources being taken away from them. Yeah, you know, precisely. We are all created equally. Exactly, brother. And I truly believe, that's how it should be. And yep, yes, exactly. We're all the same. You know, we're all the same. And that's the thing, though. I just always wonder when some people actually be racist, and and just tend to look down on people. I tend to wonder, don't they think that God is watching them? So it baffles me sometimes how people tend to not think, how God is watching them right this very moment. Because how you treat others, should be, how you want to be treated yourself. How you doing, Billy? Nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, just know that centuries now, it is wrong, because every human being should be treated equally as such. Nobody gives us the right as as human beings to suppress people, to look down, on them, to keep them low, to, I don't know, take advantage of them. Nobody gives us such rights. Nobody. So I just think, if we have created it for ourselves as human beings, it is time for us to get rid of such behaviors, because these ideologies are totally false. Totally false. There is no such things as certain race is more superior than somebody else. There is no such things. It's just us that want to be, I don't know, humans, with our egos and greed, jealousy, envy, you know, which I call the demons, you know, because which says slow and steady, it will disappear one day, my prayers. Yeah, I mean, one love, Billy. One love as well, bro. Yeah, I mean, I am hopeful, but human nature is such. Once the mind, has been conditioned to think, a certain way, some of us don't want to unlearn that information that's been put in there, because like now, just yet on YouTube, there's a lady by the name of Katie Hopkins. Some of you guys might not know her, but she's quite vocal, in her opinions. Now she was talking about saying, well, it's not just Black Life Matters, yeah, that white matters, that white lives also matters. Now, this type of rhetoric, that I think is negative, because nobody is saying other people's lives does not matter. If we are to be very truthful, we all know that certain races, yeah, such as black race, has been looked down upon, suppressed on, so on and so forth. Nobody likes to talk about this issue, time and time again. But the only reason why now is really being supported by different races, right? Through the marches, and also, some people are voicing positive viewpoints. It's because people see what's been going on for many centuries. So it just happens to be that the George Floyd incident has woken up some people to actually voice their views, that basically enough is enough. Yeah. Yes, Billy, very, very true. Very, very true. Yeah, people need to be reminded, 100%, because even now as we speak, right, some people are still negative, like, or don't want to like understand this terminology, Black Lives Matters, because nobody is saying other lives does not matter. So is really easily led and very forgetful. So I believe that everything happens for a good reason. And they need to be reminded that even as we speak right now, there are people suffering simply because of the color of their skin, you know? And, you know, let's be real. Let's be honest now, right? Most of the resources, right, that the Western world use, and different parts of the world as well, right, comes from Africa. You know? Yes, 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 yes. 100%. I feel sorry for the shopkeepers as well. My question is why people are stealing, because of economical disparity, of course, of centuries. One section of society is suppressed over the years, education, employment. Yes, 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 and also we have to be honest here and separate people that come out to the marches and take advantage, right? They are opportunists, and also they have negative issues, in their own lives. I truly believe it has nothing to do with Black Lives Matters, okay? You know, but because people will always take advantage when there is attention somewhere else. Okay, so people stealing, people being violent. I don't condone that. Never, never, never. Okay, because that is negative. Okay, two wrongs don't make a right. So I don't believe in violence. Okay, I believe in peaceful protesting. Okay, always, always, always. That is me. So before I forget what I was saying earlier. Yeah, what I was saying earlier is, out of all, okay, there's a question here, right, guys? Yeah, because let's be honest, the George Floyd incident spark off, a reminder of the suffering, the oppression, and the negativity that's been going on for centuries, right? Because this did not just happen, the marches that we're seeing now, just because of the George Floyd incident. This this has been going on for centuries. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Mandela, Nelson Mandela. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Up to now, nothing much has changed, right? But let's be honest now. out of all the resources, yeah, the resources that the Western world tend to use, right? And also the things that they seem to have, the diamonds and the oil and all these things, right? Most of the resources, most of them come from Africa. Now, I truly believe that most of these resources are being taken for free simply because of the oppression, the taking advantage of black people. So if some people are a bit confused, as in, well, this is only one incident here with George Floyd, or just few, that's been happening in America. Let's let's rethink taking place. That's been going on for far too long now, and so I truly respect those people that's gone to the marches, from different cultures, I truly believe that, you know. Billy, you're so correct. I respect you for being real and human. Unfortunately, not many think like you. Well said, LTCM. Well said. You know, because we have to be real. Anyone, all right, peacefully, all right. I will challenge anyone out there, to let me know. Yes, yes, indeed. To let me know, right, which race, at this moment in time, have a right, to be saying that their race matters. I would challenge anyone out there, because there are some negative people that are trying to put a negative spin that black lives, does not only matter, that other people's lives matter too. We know this. Everyone knows this, but there is an issue. There's a deeper issue that needs to be discussed. Positive dialogues has to go on, because people are suffering. We are all God's children. Remember this. So we should not suffer just because other. I don't agree with that, because everybody is a human being. Period. So much love, bro. I appreciate you coming by. Utopia and positivity always. Much love to you as well, brother. I appreciate you stopping by to get on this live, and just give your contribution. I appreciate that, brother. Much love always. Okay. Peace out. Peace out. Take care of yourself. Also as well. All right. And stay safe out there. These are dangerous times, brother. All right. Stay safe. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Billy. I appreciate such wise words, man. Because people need to know. I was watching Katie Hopkins. Like I said, and few people, on a YouTube video just talking about, well, it's it's not just Black Life Matters. There is other people's life. Sorry about that, guys. I think the signal went. Yeah, so they were being all a bit negative. Almost as if this is not a real issue. I mean, every second, like right now, as we speak, people are dying. People are suffering because of the color of their skin. So, Katie Hopkins and people such as her cannot tell me the same can be said for, like, other races, right? This very moment, because too many false narratives, has been fed, to people's minds. Therefore, people's minds have been conditioned, and it's not right. It's not right. So, should people be quiet about it now? No, come on. So, I just think some people really need to perhaps educate themselves, and just see that there is a bigger problem here that's been there for centuries. You know, we have to be honest. We have to be real to ourselves, and also we have to be fair. We have to be fair. Always, always, always. Because I'm an advocate for humanity. I love people, different cultures, races, and if somebody else, was being, unfairly treated, then I will speak up. Like I did about, I think, few live videos ago about the Chinese people. How some people were, trying to harass them, to bully them. Simply because of the negative narratives. That's been. Now, I don't agree with people trying to look down, upon Chinese people, because you cannot discriminate like that, because that is stereotyping. So what is wrong is wrong. Let's be real. What is wrong is wrong. There is no other way to view this. So I really don't understand some of these people that are being negative towards Black Lives Matters. I don't choose to continue against black people, like almost as if Black lives does not matter, because that's the opposite, right? And like I keep calling out and calling out, a reference point for people to go to is Africa. Let's not look down upon them like they don't matter. They do. It's just that they don't have a voice, a loud voice. Okay, but that will tell you the scope of what is really going on. Many continents there, right, are being ripped open, literally, because of their resources, and the things that they have in their country. That's not fair. Okay, so I just think people that are getting this thing confused. There's a bigger picture, but what I will say to them is try and just educate yourselves, people. Try and go and just educate yourselves, because that's the only way for you to know this is bigger than what you think. It's bigger than what you think. Is not just people shouting out, Black Lives Matters, blah 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 blah. I mean, no, 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 no. This is bigger than that, But again, I will stress it, right, that other lives matters 150%. In fact, 1000%. Let's be honest here. Let's be real. But one thing is, we need to realize that some cultures, some races are treated differently compared to others because of the false information, the false narratives that's been put out there. Furthermore, the facts will speak that seem to want to keep some races down, right? Because that's the only way you can control them. So we need to remember that every life matters, yeah. But we need to be honest, right? We need to be honest that Black lives does matter. Nobody should be dying, in the way George Floyd died. Nobody, nobody. And it's very ironic how George Floyd died, yeah, in the hands of a policeman's knees. How ironic that is, right? When the um the s- the sports guy in America, Colin Kaepernick, I can't pronounce his surname very well, but he started the movement to protest peacefully. A American footballer, right? So he started the protest to do so peacefully on your knees. So how ironic that George Floyd died on, died under an officer knees. How ironic. Okay? So, it's just funny how, we need to think about this, right? Because the was protesting peacefully, right, against black people dying at the hands of police officers. Hi, hi, hi. Talking with Nancy. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, sister. Good to see you. Good to see you. Billy, what are you saying? If you know what I mean? I don't understand that. Was it what I'm saying? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, sister. Yeah, so, it is no coincidence, right, that George Floyd died under the knees of a police officer, right? Okay, okay. Much love. Much love, man, for that, Billy. Yeah. What I am saying, right? It is very ironic for a black man such as George Floyd to die, right? And then a few years earlier on, an American footballer started doing a peaceful protest on his knees, and people were talking very negative, about him, right? Very, very negative. Even though his protest was against police brutality against black, minorities. George Floyd died under the knees of a white police officer. I mean, come on. That's like some script that was written perfectly, right? How ironic is that, people? It's just interesting, right? And then also, now people are going up to their knees. So this American footballer that started this, let's call it, a movement, right, to protest in peace, he has been vindicated now that what he was doing was right. How funny time can reveal things, right? And also how funny it is when some of us, on this earth, don't want to go and do our own research, and just find out, whether somebody that is protesting, what are they protesting for? Is it fair, you know, or not? Marches all over the world and people going down on one knees. Come on, people. Let's be fair that this is a real issue. That is not just one issue. All right. This is many, many issues concerning a race. So, I fully support everybody else's life. 100%. Right? So, all right, people. So I truly support um everyone's lives matters. I mean, ideally, what I want to see is like what Nelson Mandela spoke of before was a rainbow nation, meaning different colors. Um, being united. Working together. So on and so forth. You know, and just getting along. Yeah, yeah, I am. I will be streaming for the next maybe 2 hours or up to 2 hours. Yeah, I am. I am, sister. We'll wait for you. Okay. Much love. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I just really feel that we need to support a movement. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 No problem, Nancy. No problem at all. Um, where are you? Are you in America or where are you? AM 2:13 a.m. What country are you in, Nancy? Thailand. Wow, interesting. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm in London. I'm in London. So our time now is quarter past 8 p.m. in the evening. So okay, wow. Okay, cool. How you doing? AE 29 kids. Welcome, 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 welcome. Nice to see you. All right, welcome. Oh, so you're 6 hours ahead. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Much love, though. I truly appreciate you stopping by. Okay, I appreciate that. Yes, yes, people. Yeah, that's it. That's it. One love, one love. Don't forget to smash the like as well, people. Let's keep it positive. Yeah, man. So the topic that is on show today is just we are losing the true meaning, you know, of much love there. Yeah. Yeah, we are losing the true meaning of Black Lives Matter, I just think they maybe perhaps some of the violence that's been going on from some of the negative people. Okay, no worries, no worries. Just smash the like just before you go. Hopefully we will catch up soon. Okay, much love for seeing my link, and then stepping by. Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Much love. All right, I appreciate that. So hopefully I will see you soon. And if you have a link, leave the link below, okay? And I will stop by as well, all right? So if you have a link, leave it below, all right? Cool. I appreciate that. Much love. Yes. So, I mean, people, the end of the day, right, it's about us being united as human beings. We are all God's children, you know? Thank you for that. 829 Ks. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Yes, Billy. Billy says people are missing the point. Yes, why people suffer, but they don't suffer because of color of the skin. Yes, 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 yes. I agree with that, Billy. 100%. Much love, AE 29 kids. I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that. Yes, Billy, thanks for being real and just being honest and just being open, also being fair. Because, okay, we have to be fair and also honest, okay? You know, much love again, once more to AE 29 Fashion. Shout out, shout out to you for sharing me out. Shout out, much love. Yeah, smash the like button as AE29 Fashion says, smash it, smash it, smash it, smash it. Let's rip, let's rip off the smash button. Yeah, smash it up. Okay, Nancy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes. Okay. So Nancy says, let me just contribute before I sleep. I think charity begins at home. Most don't show genuine love to their brothers, envy, backbiting, and the rest amongst some of us blacks, which is sad. Yes, I agree with that statement. I think there is many reasons why some people have this type of negative um, mentality. I think what's what I find really interesting is some of us claim to believe in God, right? And yet we have such dark hearts, to be negative, towards the next human being, you know. So, I mean, yeah. So, I just find that a bit fascinating sometimes, that the next person that you are truly being, negative to, is a human being, is a child of God. All right. So yeah. So I also find that a bit very interesting. And I can't explain why, and all the negative terms really, because it's not positive, right? So you know I I think it's a sad thing, which is what I was also trying to say about the movement of Black Lives Matters, that some races have to understand the reason why it does matter. Now some people don't, they want to continue to be negative, towards the next human being, and like Nancy said, that charity begins at home. She is right, 100% right, and we should, I mean, I I believe always that we should always check ourselves, from within. We should recondition, our minds, how we view other cultures, that we should be very, very self-conscious, because charity does begin at home. And there's no point us pointing fingers, right? When we don't want to change ourselves. Okay, so I truly, believe in this 100%. Let's try and treat others as how we want to be treated. Okay. Yes, believe. Yeah, 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 yeah. I agree with that as well, Billy. That's the next topic that I was watching. Some people, some white people, are saying there's no such thing as white privilege. Again, I said to myself, there are some people, they choose not to want to learn, or they choose purposefully to be to stay ignorant, because we all know what's right, and you that some people don't know what bad is or what good is. But I don't know, I will argue against that, because when the tables are turned, right, all of a sudden people tend to know the difference between good and bad, and negative and positive. That's my true belief. When the tables are turned, everyone knows what good and bad is, and what positive and whoops, sorry, you know, and what negative and positive is. Okay, so sometimes I want to give people excuses for being ignorant, or don't know, but I think there are some people, they really know some things, right? They really know, but they try and pretend, like it's not happening. Which boils the question of why. Why would they want to do that? So it's either they're hiding something, or they don't want to change because they don't want to contribute to try and fix it. You know, they want to make matters worse by denying. But people need to know, and people need to be educated, right? Denying the truth, you are only prolonging the issue, because the issue will still be there, right? Till you confront it. And everybody has a part to play. Everybody. We are all part of the human race. Regardless, you have been conditioned. We should all be treated equally, regardless of your race, your culture, class, wherever you come from. Oh, much love, Nancy. I appreciate that. Nancy says that she shared me out and running you. Have a great LS. Much love. I appreciate that, Nancy. Yeah. We'll speak soon, okay? I appreciate your contribution as well. I appreciate you coming by, and just taking your time to, you're busy, life to step by. Have a good sleep. Have a good rest. And yeah, so we will speak soon. All right. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. So Billy says, you know what, man? I am not even gonna try to convince people. I just want to educate the people. They don't yet have an opinion. If that makes sense. Yes. Yeah, it does. Because sometimes, yeah, it's like you banging your head, against the wall, and the only person that is bleeding is you. You know, some people, are not ready. They are simply, I don't know, they want to stay negative. You know, they want to stay negative. They really do. And so what can you do? I, shh. there is nothing you can do, because you will find yourself, you'll find yourself getting upset because you and that person are on different, trying to convince people, or trying to get your point across, because they simply don't understand. Well, okay, well, there is always tomorrow, but then sooner or later you have to realize that this person just don't want to understand basic common sense. And it is a choice, because they choose not to agree, because really and truly they understand. I truly believe in this, because I always say, right, if if you turn the tables round, all of a sudden they don't want to be treated. All of a sudden they don't want to be treated wrongly. Yeah, all of a sudden they don't want to be judged by the color of their skin, or the culture they're from, or whatever it is. They don't want to be treated that way. So my argument is, if they have this rationality in their brain, I feel they choose not to understand other people's pain, other people's suffering. They choose not to. So I will say, is that part of human selfishness that is taking place? That's my, would pretend not to understand, and yet the same brain cells, when the tables are turned, would know how to formulate, the negativity they are receiving, yeah, on, maybe being discriminated against, and being treated unfairly. The same brain know that it is wrong. It is a wrong behavior. So, I mean, I think people sometimes, yeah, adults choose to be ignorant purposefully. I think so, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me, We are all human beings. We are all human beings. We are all God's children. We we share the same earth, right? But some people don't want to share it with other people. It makes no sense. That's just a method of madness. If you ask me, that's a method of madness. So, I just find it amazing sometimes. Human behavior. Very, very interesting. This earth is big enough for everybody. Period. So if other people's I don't know, their aura or their color or their culture or whatever it is, annoys you, well, okay, well, that is your problem, right? Go somewhere else. And when it goes up to the extent of hating, hating people, hating them, right, from your heart, then I mean, I just think always, 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 you are hating yourself, because we are all brothers and sisters, regardless of race, culture, or class. We are all brothers and sisters. That's how I see it. We are. Let's be real, man. Because why contradict and yes, we'll forget. Forget? Nah. I think it's a choice. We should always remember that we are all brothers and sisters, created in God's image. We are all linked, regardless of how crazy some people want to think about this, because this is very basic for me. We are all linked in every way. So why hate, another human being? Why? Does not make any sense to me. Why hate the next human being? So it's a sad thing, but I also think it's a educational time for some human beings to actually realize the old way of thinking is very, it's a negative way of thinking, and also it's not godly. They was godly, then they were being lied to. Much love, Billy. Billy says, "I'm gonna go, brother. It was amazing to chat with you. You are preaching absolute facts, man. Keep it up. Me and you will make a huge difference one day. Love you. Yeah, man. Love you too, brother. And you know what? As well, Billy. Yeah, I think we're gonna do. I will say it's now. On the live, just for people to know. We are gonna do a live soon. Okay. On YouTube. I will try and figure out how to link people and try and do the same thing, because I think you have a lot to say, man. A lot to say, a lot to say, and people need to hear it. It's voices such as yourself that I think times like now people need to hear it, Billy. They need to that I don't know needs to be educated seriously, just to make the world just a little bit better, because there's too much anger, man. Too much anger for no reason. All right. So yeah, definitely. So much love. Stay blessed and make sure you stay positive, of course. All right. Take care, man. We'll talk soon. Yes, people. So much love for your likes. Don't forget, when you come in, smash the like, please. Make sure you represent. All right? Make sure you represent, people. All right? So, let's go back to the beginning of this conversation. My idea behind we are losing the true meaning. It's because I've seen a lot of videos, people talking about Black Lives Matters, you know, um, shouldn't just be that way. It should be everybody else's lives, you know, also matters. And my point is, people are losing the true meaning of Black Lives Matter, But to be quite honest with you, I think they are doing it purposefully, because everyone knows that black people, are being oppressed. Everyone knows this. Let's be real. Everybody knows this. So, except you're a baby, you're an infant, and you're not an adult yet, and, etc. I don't know, some excuses, I'm just giving there, but come on. Everybody knows this, okay? So even from the way some people treat and view some black people, that tells, the story as well, because it's with negativity, right? That means some of you guys have been conditioned. You've been fed a thought that black people are negative, or they very, low in the ladder. of success and so on, and and so therefore it is right to keep them down, to be negative, against them. Even in some cases, it's okay to kill them. You know, so let's put the facts straight that everybody lives matter. I agree with that. But that's not the point here. The point is that there's a bigger issue affecting the favorite reference point that I keep calling Africa, because it's a big continent, right? Being oppressed by the Western world. Their resources is being taken every single day. As we speak right now, I'm sure it's being taken. So, people, what I'm trying to say, there's a much, much, much bigger issue that is related to Black Lives Matter. A much bigger, and that's just being real. I'm not being biased. Because I'm black. No, it's just the facts. It's just the facts. Okay. And also, I think some people are using the violence of some negative people that go to these marches, because let's be real, there are some people that use that are opportunists, right? That will use moments to steal, to cause damage to people's properties, to yeah, to be violent, really, right? I don't believe that is the movement of Black Lives Matter. Otherwise, there would have been violence a long time ago. All right? So let's be honest, right? We know the real Black Lives Matter people who really support the movements, yeah, to the core, they are peaceful. Such as myself. I'm a peaceful person. I don't believe violence solves anything. So some of these people that are being violent and just stealing and just causing havoc, they have to do with Black Lives Matter. I don't think so. Okay, so I don't want people to take these few individuals, right, and think they represent the movement, because they don't. And also, I don't want people to make excuses of not understanding what the movement really stand for. Is those of you guys out there who don't want black people to finally speak out, yeah? I actually believe there is motives behind your opinions or your views. Because if the truth is to be told, if black people are also humans, why should they be treated lesser than somebody else? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And I keep stressing that every lives matter, and so does Black lives. So, we can't pick and choose and say, well, everybody else life matters, as some of you guys want to try to disregard, the term or the hashtag Black Lives Matter. You can't, disregard it, because that makes you, very, very contradictory, because that Black lives has been viewed upon like it's nothing. Okay, And we have to be honest. We have to be real. We have to be truthful here. And just know that um, there is no ulterior motives here. Um, there's a question, actually, sorry. There was a question asked by this lady called Katie Hopkins. She asked a question, what 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 does the movement want? You know, because they're marching, and doing this. Firstly, freedom. Secondly, rights. Our basic human rights, like everybody else. I mean, she really asked a very silly question though, because very simple. The same rights that you have, black people want the same thing. Is this very hard to? Some people choose to remain ignorant purposefully because they see what the bigger picture is, but they choose not to want. They don't want to acknowledge it. They don't. So there is reasons behind that. Sometimes it is the guilt to to want to have a dialogue, to say I'm sorry, and then for concrete things. There are some people that are afraid of change. You know, they truly are. They are afraid of making change, and I just believe that change is needed. Yeah, change is needed. Let's be real. Because if the tables are turned, I keep saying it, but I will say again and again and again. If the tables are turned, no one will want to be oppressed. Nobody will want to be discriminated against because of the color of their skin. Let's be honest, people. I'm a fair person. I'm not biased. Because I'm black. No, the facts are there. You know, it's just a case of like some people choose not to understand it. But it is something that's been happening for centuries. Unfair treatment of black people in different countries all over the world. Let's be real. The negative, rhetoric that's been put out there, negative narratives that's been put out there, is doing quite a lot of harm. Okay? Look at I think it was a few weeks ago, or maybe or maybe 2 months ago or so. In China, because of the coronavirus, some of the Chinese people, yeah, and be negative towards the black people. Because the word is going around that, I don't know, we can spread it faster, or I don't know, some idiotic, rhetoric. But I just believe that change is needed. We need to uncondition our minds, man. We really need to uncondition our minds and just educate ourselves. There's no harm in educating yourself. There's no harm at all. In fact, I will give. So, so yes, people. I just believe that we are losing the true meaning, and we need to come back on track. We need to really start to unlearn, to relearn again. I believe that the people at the top, don't want to see change because that means they will lose power. Well, at least that is in their mind because power, you know, keeps other people down. So I think there are many people, at the top right now who are afraid that if this movement really take effect, and make drastic changes, then they will lose power. They will lose control of what they've had a grip on, you might say, for centuries. But I would challenge the policymakers, the people at the top, that you know, if you are truly if you truly believe in God, let the people go. It's very simple, really. Give us black people our rights, our basic human rights, like everybody else. Stop, the treatment, the discrimination, the racism. Let's stop all that. Let's stop the negative narratives that's being pushed out there to influence other people for them to think negative. You know, you know, to think negative about. Much love. In answer to some people, right? What does Black Lives Matters want? Yeah, or what does Black people want? Equality is, this is nothing that should not be given. But again, I just believe there are some people. I'm saying, yeah, because there's a lot there's a lot of positive things out there from different races and different cultures. Thinking in such a one-dimensional way that they can never imagine a change whereby black people are equal to them. But let's be fair, right? That is being conditioned. That is being conditioned because if we don't know by now that oppressing people, taking their resources, sometimes killing them, discriminating against them, and all the rest of it. If we don't know by now as human beings, as adult human beings, yeah, that it is a wrong and negative behavior, wow, then this world needs help. We need help. Because, like I'm saying, we can um, we can put anybody in the same shoes, same place, swap it around, turn the tables around, and all of a sudden everybody else knows, um, you know, um, they realize that being judged because of the color of your skin is not good. Everyone knows this, right? So, so the end of the day, um, positivity is what everybody wants. To be united, to work in unity is all good. Okay, because we're all the same people. Let's be real, man. You know, let's be real. So let's all stand against racism of all kinds. Let's stand against discrimination against all kinds, right? Let's stand against slavery against all kinds. Let's stand against um, oppression against all kinds. Races, or because of the color of your skin, lesser. Okay? Let's stop all these things. Let's stand against it. Because we can't keep pretending that is not happening. We need to realize that because it might not be necessarily be happening to you, yeah, it does not mean that it is not happening. Okay? And also because it is not directly being done to you, it does not mean that you cannot feel the pain of people, the pain and suffering of people. So, I mean, I just think that we need to know that let's be thankful for our blessings. Let's do away with hate, because hate, is not going to solve anyone's issues. Positivity will, because positivity breeds, new ideas, and because people are able to work together in harmony. Okay? And my humble opinion is, I just believe that when from the moment we realize that we're blessed and we're highly favored, meaning you think with good thoughts from your heart and positivity, and to appreciate who you are as a person positively, I think love will conquer all. Every negativity that is put, in the way. All right. So, people, I just think let's just unite, man. I mean, I don't see a problem in people uniting, not unless some people are just used to their privileged positions, you know, which again is a problem. Okay. So yes, people. I mean, it's almost 9 o'clock, so I will be going off this live stream. So I just hope that some of the information would at least teach one person, if not two or three. But to be honest with you, it's just for us to realize that black lives does matter, and yes, everybody else lives does matter, but black lives is has been oppressed, discriminated against, be being racist against, and looked down upon and negative. For black people to stand up and be counted and say that we have rights too. We all live, in the same world. We all live, on this earth that God has given us the life to breathe air, the same air that everybody else breathes. Okay, so there's no special air maybe for black people or for white people, or everyone breathe the same air. So point us keeping some human beings down, it makes no sense. The only sense I can find is, or when I say sense, the only negative sense from the perspective of those that apply it is power, you know, greed as well, enviness as well, and just the negative things that we all have as human beings. But some people, some races, or some people from certain races seem to want to display it more towards black people. And we have to be honest. We have to be honest, people. Truly be honest about this real issue. Okay? And like I keep stressing, I'm not here just to be biased, right? Simply because I'm black. I speak, I try my very best always to be fair. Also, to be truthful. I like to speak the facts. All right? The truth shall set us free. I like to speak the truth. I like to be fair. All right? So let's not get it twisted, people. Let's just try our best to educate one another, and just educate yourself, and try to love yourself more, because I believe the more love that you shower yourself with, the more love that you want to put out there. Real love, all right, people? Real love. Positive minds, positive hearts. I think that's how unity is born. That's how togetherness is created. How I will live this life to conclude it is, yes, all lives matters. White, Indian, Chinese, name it, okay? But let's support the movement of Black Lives Matter, because I think we all know enough is enough. We all know. Let's be real. We all know, right? Enough is enough. Okay? Let's be positive, man. Let's keep remembering we are all God's children. So, treating others more favorably than somebody else, or treating others better than somebody else simply because of the color of their skin is never right. Okay? So if we are all God's children, then let's behave to one another accordingly as you love yourself. Let's respect one another regardless of color and culture. I mean, that's, let's just be human. There's no pain in that. It's an easy process. Let's be human. Okay, people? So, I will leave it there. For those of you guys who came to the live, who contributed, much love for your presence, and for coming by to say what's up, and to just show love and support. I truly appreciate that. All right. And for those of you guys who watch this recording at a later date, much love. I also appreciate you as well for watching the replay, and taking the time to, I don't know, hear. Much love, and I hope something positive comes out of this life, because I truly believe in each one, teach one. Okay? Okay, people. So, take care of yourselves out there. Have the most beautiful and uplifting and blessed Saturday, wherever you are around the world. And have a blessed Sunday tomorrow. And have a fantastic week ahead. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. All right? So peace. Stay positive. Jevitee. One love. Peace, people.